Bonjour my friends, I'm Frankie and welcome to Club Foodie. As a French-Canadian lady, I grew up eating many different dishes that originated in France. What is considered as fine dining was food we were eating at home, like bœuf bourguignon, coq au vin, coquille Saint-Jacques, bouillabaisse, French onion soup, as well as this delicious featured recipe. In today's episode, I'll show you how to make my apple cheese soufflés. This is such a scrumptious dish. The combination of ingredients is perfectly well balanced. This is a flavorful and elegant dish to serve either as an appetizer or for brunch on special occasions. So my friends, let's get cooking. Today, I have a couple Fuji apples, but other times I use Granny Smith. Either one is good in this recipe. So we'll go ahead and prep them by coring, peeling, and cutting them into small pieces. Just like that. Next, in a skillet over medium heat, we'll add butter. And when it starts sizzling, we'll add our diced apples. We'll saute them for only 2 minutes before adding brown sugar and ground sea salt. Now, if you like, you can add cinnamon, nutmeg, or even a pinch of black pepper. Use what you want. After all, there's your soufflés. So we'll cook for 3 to 4 minutes or until the liquid at the bottom of the pan is almost evaporated and the apple pieces are soft enough. And to know when they are, they should easily break with the tip of a wooden spatula. We don't want to cook any further because they'll get mushy. When we're done, we'll transfer the apple mixture to a bowl to cool off while we're making the sauce. Using the same skillet on medium heat, we'll add 2 tablespoons of butter. And when it's melted and hot, we'll add the equal amount of flour. This is what we call roux. This will help to thicken the sauce. So we'll whisk constantly for a couple minutes, enough to remove the edge from the flour. You know, the raw flavor of it. Next, continuously whisking, we'll pour in a little bit of half and half, and then add more as we go. We'll whisk until the mixture is smooth and there are no lumps in it. We'll reduce the heat to low and add hot paprika, ground sea salt, and freshly ground black pepper. We'll combine the ingredients very well. Yes, by whisking. And as soon as we're done, we'll remove from the heat and transfer the sauce to a large bowl. We'll let it cool for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, we'll prep the cooking vessels. Here I have 4 cocottes that hold 8 ounces each, but ramekins work just fine. So we'll go ahead and grease them. Now, when I make soufflés, I spread butter on the bottom and then up the sides, just like I'm doing here. Up and up and up. After this, we'll coat the bottom and the sides with Parmesan cheese, which will help the mixture to grab on and climb up. Alright, back to the sauce. We'll add 2 egg yolks, which were out on the counter for a couple hours, and sharp cheddar cheese. We'll stir the ingredients until well incorporated. It's good to let our sauce cool off for a while so the heat doesn't cook the yolks. To this, we'll add our apple mixture that is cool by now, and we'll blend it just like we did with the yolks and the cheese. Then set aside. Now we'll move on and beat the egg whites. I used 3 egg whites for this recipe. So we'll beat them until medium to stiff peaks form. Oh, and I almost forgot. We'll add a pinch of cream of tartar, which will help the process by trapping air. When this step is done, we'll get the sauce and add about 1/3 of the beaten egg whites and gently fold it in with a spatula, not a wooden spoon. When most of it is incorporated, we'll add the rest and do the same by gently folding it into the sauce mixture. If we are too abrupt, we'll deflate the air and the souffles might not rise nicely. To make it easier, we'll turn the bowl as we fold. Next, we'll go ahead and spoon the mixture into those cute little guys and fill them about 3/4 full. We'll place them on a baking sheet lined with a silicone mat. If you don't have one, be very careful when moving them. And transfer to a 400-degree preheated oven. We'll bake for 25 to 28 minutes, or if you have smaller cooking vessels, between 22 to 25 minutes. We'll carefully remove from the heat and serve immediately because they're gonna start to deflate. And my friends, these are our apple cheese soufflés. If you've never had one before, you'll be pleasantly surprised with these. The combination of eggs, apples, and cheese is absolutely heavenly. It's a beautiful, elegant dish to enjoy anytime. I hope you give it a try soon, and be sure to visit clubfoodie.com for ingredient amounts and more info. Until next time, my friends, bon appétit!